Welcome to my NFL Week 13 picks video. I invite you to play along and post your picks in the comments below. Last week I was 13-3 straight up and 11-4-1 against the spread, taking me over 50% for the year. Will it continue? Let's find out. Thursday night football is a good one with Seattle traveling to the Big D to play the Cowboys. Dallas is a 9.5 point favorite and the over-under is 46.5. Dallas has been unstoppable at home this year, going 5-0 and scoring 205 points total. That's 41 points a game. On defense, they are just as good, allowing 60 total points. That's only 12 a game. Yes, the Cowboys in 5 home wins are averaging a margin of victory of over 4 touchdowns. However, Seattle, losers of 2 straight, desperately needs this win to keep their playoff hopes alive, and Thursday night they bucked the trend. And I mean cover, but Dallas still gets the win. Cowboys 34, Seahawks 25. To start our afternoon delight, we have Arizona traveling to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Pittsburgh's a 5.5 point favorite and the over-under is 40. After firing Matt Canada, Pittsburgh's offense gained over 400 yards for the first time all season while still holding the Bengals to 222 total yards. Arizona last week, after taking an 8-7 lead in the first quarter against the Rams, let the Rams score 30 unanswered points. It won't be quite that bad this week, but still bad. I got Steelers 27, Cardinals 16. Next up is Atlanta traveling to New York to play the Jets. The Jets are a 2.5 point home dog with the over-under at 34. The Jets are staying with Tim Boyle, while Atlanta, after stopping a 3-game skid, is now on top of the NFC South and will stay there after Sunday. Falcons 19, Jets 15. The holiday season is coming up and many of you will be traveling. A recent scientific study proved subscribers to Dan Talks Football are over 269% less likely to have a glacier hit your car while traveling. This holiday season, stay safe and subscribe. Now, back to the picks. Next up, we have an NFC South showdown with Carolina traveling to Tampa to play the Bucks. Tampa Bay is a 5.5 point favorite and the over-under is 37. We have a new main man in Carolina with Chris Tabor taking over as head coach. Frank Wright only lasted 11 games, and usually when a coach is fired mid-season, the team rallies and wins that first game. It happened with the Raiders earlier in November, and I think the trend continues. Carolina gets win number 2, Panthers 20, Bucks 19. Next up, Miami travels to Washington to play the Commanders. Washington is a massive 9.5 point home dog and over-under is 50.5. Let's keep it simple. When Miami plays a team with a winning record, they lose. But when Miami plays a team with a losing record, they win. Washington is 4-8. Dolphins 31, Commanders 20. Next up, we have LA traveling cross-country to play New England. The Patriots are a 6-point home dog and the over-under is 40. The Patriots at 2-9 are in the hunt for the number 1 overall pick, something that hasn't happened since 1991 when they took Drew Bledsoe first overall. The Chargers at 4-7 aren't mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, but they are out. Patriots get the upset, and Monday, Brandon Staley becomes coach number 3 to get fired before the end of the season. You heard it here first. New England 24, LA 19. Next up, we have Detroit traveling to the Big Easy to play the Saints. New Orleans is a 4-point home dog and the over-under is 46. Detroit, after losing on Thanksgiving, is 8-3, but thanks to the Bears winning on Monday night, they still have a 2-game lead in the North. The Saints, after a loss to the Falcons, has the same record as Atlanta, but the Falcons hold the tiebreaker. The Saints really need this one, and let's go for 2 upsets in a row. Saints 27, Lions 25. Our final early game is an AFC South showdown with the Colts traveling to Nashville to play the Titans. Tennessee's a 1.5 point home dog and the over-under is 42.5. The Colts are one of 3 teams with a 6-5 record and hold the tiebreaker over the other 2 teams for the final wild card spot. Tennessee at 4-7 is not realistically in the playoff picture, but still puts up a fight. Colts get the win in a tough one. Indy 25, Tennessee 23. Our first late game is a good one with playoff implications as Denver travels to Houston to play the Texans. Houston's a 3.5 point favorite with the over-under at 47.5. Denver is the hottest team in the AFC, winning 5 straight, while Houston is led by most likely Rookie of the Year CJ Stroud. Winner will tie Indy, who I predict will win, at 7-5, while the loser will really need some help to make the playoffs. Why the Texans are favored is kind of a mystery to me. On the Denver side, you have a future Hall of Fame head coach and quarterback combo versus a head coach quarterback rookie combo that the Texans have. To me, that should give Denver the edge, but I'm going with a hunch instead. Houston 26, Denver 24. The game of the week is in Philly, where the 49ers will play the Eagles. Philly is a 3-point home dog with the over-under at 46.5. I'm surprised Philly is a home dog considering they have the best record in the NFL and are at home. Even with a loss, Philly will still have the 1 seed, but they come within 1 game of both the 1 seed and the NFC East lead. That is if Dallas wins on Thursday, which I think they will. San Francisco did play on Thanksgiving and does have a few extra days rest, and for some reason they play exceptionally well on the East Coast, beating both Pittsburgh and Jacksonville by a combined score of 64-10. I think this trend continues. I got the 49ers 27, Eagles 21. Next up, we have Cleveland traveling to LA to play the Rams. The Rams are a 3.5 point favorite and over-under is 39.5. The Rams quietly have snuck back into the playoff hunt, winning 2 straight, while Cleveland at 7-4 still holds the 6th seed in the AFC, but got beat up really bad in a loss to Denver last week. Myles Garrett and California native DTR are questionable for Sunday, and I like the Rams against a beat-up Browns team. I got LA 24, Cleveland 13. Sunday night, we have a good AFC-NFC game as the Chiefs travel to Lambeau to play the Packers. Green Bay is a 6.5 point home dog with the over-under at 42. Green Bay has won 2 straight and is only a half game behind NFC North rival Minnesota for the final wild card spot in the NFC. The Chiefs with a win would tie Baltimore with a 9-3 record, but would currently hold the tiebreaker. This means if the Chiefs win, they would hold the 1 seed in the AFC after week 13 ends. I'll go with KC here. Chiefs 27, Packers 19. We wrap up week 13 with an AFC showdown in Jacksonville as the Bengals travel to Duval to play the Jags. Jacksonville is a huge 8.5 point favorite and the over-under is 38. Cincinnati at 5-6 is still holding on to playoff hopes, while Jacksonville at 8-3 can still get home field advantage for the playoffs. Without Burrow, I just can't see the Bengals winning. I got Jags 24, Bengals 14. If you're new to betting on football, you can check out my tutorial video here. And remember, this video is a conversation starter. I give you my picks, but I really want to see yours in the comments. Post your favorite team or all 13 games. Don't forget, I go live every Tuesday and Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the live stream. All questions are answered and anything goes. Stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully very soon.